Good to see you, although you cannot see me. My name is D-Cash, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club, part 9,052. I thought I was going to be done last night. Bad things happened. My video got taken down. This game did not end, as far as I know. And I'm forced to continue in sort of a new game scenario and just repeat my Groundhog Day all over again. So here we are. So I just ended day 7. Or day 1 again, I guess you could say. And I always end it there, because something always happens. So I like to end it there. So without further ado, let's get right back into it. So with that, I depart the club room and make my way home after day 1 again, without Sayori. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls, not 4, 3. Why is Natsuki here? Oh, it's just showing them. And of course, Monica. Well, I'll be... Okay, so Natsuri, Yuki, Monica, okay. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Don't know about that. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh no. Why do I have a special poem? Okay, let's read the special poem. I'm nervous. Okay, because you understand Sayori hung herself, okay? A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. And there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was, and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. Okay. I don't even know what to pick in here anymore. I do not want to pick suicide. I'm requited. I remember her saying that. Okay. Yay. I don't know if I did good or bad. Clearly I want Yuri still, because like that's the route that I went in the first place. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Hi again, D-Cash. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. Might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is hanging. Oh, stop! Don't! Oh, don't do that. Thanks for keeping your promise, D-Cash. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to. Why did you have to arrive like that? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of doing it. I can't read. Why can't I read, and what's happening to the music? I'm assuming that says Natsuki. You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom, I guess, but she's blocking it. But I already know that, so why is she blocking it? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Yes, it is. I agree with you, girl. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Why did the music go crazy when Monica came back in? I'm sorry, D-Cash. We'll make sure to put your comfort first. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. What's going on with the music again? Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. It's not that. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! But the music's toning down again. What's going on with the music? I don't know if you guys pick up on that or not. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in her book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Well, isn't that nice? So this is going the same way. Oh, it's not going the same way. I didn't see what the... What is her eye doing? Sorry, I was reading. I wasn't looking at why her eye was detached from her face. Okay. Wow. I literally looked up and just... I wouldn't even have caught that because I'm always reading the words. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Okay, so I gotta pay attention to, like, what's going on other than the text on the screen now. Because that was creepy. I looked up and her eye was detached from her face. Oh, I see. There's something fairly obvious here Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you may have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. And this girl's eye was just floating across her damn face. What are we doing with this game? Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. Yay! Doesn't that sound wonderful? But the facility gets even worse. And they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and asphyxiating them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. Yeah, that's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from out of nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, D-Cash? No, I'm absolutely a fan of something like that. Weird stuff. It's cool. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. Oh! But because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. Where is your Corey Taylor Slipknot voice coming out of all of a sudden? What? Why is it so bold? Then suddenly, I saw that, it said then suddenly. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. I gotta watch how fast I press the button now. I didn't do that, it did it. But still. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body what? I didn't do that. The game did that. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. Stop talking like a demon. For one, though. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It is a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Oh, gee, don't do that. Fuck me. Don't do that. I don't know how loud you guys listen to this game, but that was loud. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Just let me look at the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put in my bag. Alright, is it fine if I sit here? So I slip in the seat next to her and we're gonna read the book together, okay? No more demon shit. I don't know what in the hell that was. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. You seem like you may actually have the devil inside of you, actually. Oh, God. Hang on a second. God, that made me jump. For no reason. Because it's... And then... And then all those weird noises, and then she's glitching all over the place. Come on, now. This is why I got these disclaimers at the beginning of the game. Now I understand. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading it in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading it in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yeah, and then she's gonna flip the pages for me. We went through this before. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! Aha! What was that? I was just bathing in what? Alright, you guys are gonna have to look at that later. It's going by too fast. I'm not doing that. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? Okay, so you guys... Yeah, boo indeed. You guys gotta look up after I'm done with the video. Or if you can go back while I'm doing it. All these things that are flying by and this weird demon text thing. I'm not doing that. The game is doing that. Lisa, you're late to the show. The girl hung herself last night. My video got blocked from YouTube because of it. And I got suicide hotline sent to me by YouTube also. Yeah. So Sayori is no more. And it made me start the game all over again with all crazy things happening now. Okay? So now I know where these crazy disclaimers are coming in. Just forewarning you. Because every 5 seconds, there's a thing. Okay? So, I will have to look back on my own video to see what even is said in black. Things come up in black and they just... and they go by. Within a split second. I'm not doing that. I'm not skipping or anything. It's freaking me out too because it's so loud in my headset. Okay. So everything has been the same minus Sayori so far. Just to get you up to speed. I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. You timidly close Yuri timidly I'm like, I can't even speak now. Yuri timidly closed her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here, and then she turns the page for me. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? Again with the eh. To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah! Everybody's with the ah. Why's everybody ah in this game? That's okay. You're not as used to reading it, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Which, girls read faster than guys. I mean, that's a thing. I mean, it's just a thing. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? Oh god, look at her face. Alright, calm down, girl. Look at her face. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way that she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about? Yeah. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? We're only in chapter 1. What else would I even know about the character? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. Right. So I don't know why that came into my head. Look at her face. Chill out, girl. We're just reading a book. Ah. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Eh. Again with the eh. Every 5 seconds with the eh. Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? D-Cash? Did something happen just now? Ah? Again with the ah? I have no idea. It's women! Ladies and gentlemen, it's women. They're just gonna act weird. All the time. Women are just going to act weird all the time. Now, I did everything I could yesterday. Okay? So, don't judge me on that. I told the girl I loved her and she hung herself. Okay? What else do you want me to do there? So, if anything happens again, don't look at me, look at the game, okay? I'm trying my best, I promise. I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. So why the hell are you asking me? Hey, Monica. Hey, Monica. Brilliant. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. Yeah, I was... We're all sitting in here together. What the hell you think I did to her? Shove a pencil in her? Like, what do you... I don't know what the hell. No, nothing. Ahaha, don't worry. Again, you bend over like that. Any girl, you bend over like that in front of me. That's what you get. Right on the ass. You bend over to a skirt like that in front of me. Slap! That's what you get. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes. So it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Well, she ain't here now. Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figure we'll start without her. What? Why? Why would we start without her? Is that okay? Hang on, I have to do this in the chat. Just because. I just have to do that. Is that okay? I mean, I guess it's your club, girl, so whatever. You wanted 4 members. One of them's not here, so... I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then I slip it back into my bag. Well, clearly there's only 2 people to give the poem to. Well, I always used to end with Sayori, but clearly I can't do that anymore. So I guess I'll start with Natsuki, I guess. I told her I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. What? What's your problem? What? Well, it's about what I expected from someone... from someone like you. I mean, someone like me. How am I like? Yeah, that's a little blunt. Little brat. I don't like her at all. She's just a little brat. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your taste. That burn. Do you want to get smacked? Go ahead! Watch what happens after. There's been plenty of wrestling matches where girls have went through tables, and there's plenty of tables behind you. I'm just saying. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. No, you don't have to. You can just walk the fuck out or go read your manga in the damn closet again if you want. Not like that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Well, I'd expect nothing less from a 5-year-old. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I mean, it was alright, but... Of course I'm gonna lie. I like it. No, I don't. No, I don't. D-Cash, don't lie to yourself. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because you're a brat, that's why. Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Like I said, it wasn't bad, but it was like, you know, for the things that I've read in this game so far, that's like, pfft, compared to the other stuff. But yeah, like if a girl wrote me that in real life, I would be like, yeah, that's wonderful. To just express yourself, like she said. I'm just saying, in comparison to the other poems that I wrote, or read in this game, that's like, eh, you know? And I think they did that on purpose. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Oh, I get it then. If you explain it like that, seeing eagles fly, and all that, what she said. Excuse me, I got heartburn. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. That's what she said last time too. But it wasn't the same exact poem. It was similar to that, but I don't think it was the same exact thing. And then she said she makes it fall flat on purpose. Which I've done with a lot of my songs too. Like you think the next line is gonna rhyme, and it doesn't. You know, and then I transition to something else, you know? I have a lot of poems I wrote like that, too. That's why I love this game. It hits home for me. A lot. Like I said, up for rhyme at the end, makes fall flat on purpose. Okay. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Yeah, I agree. Because it's like bringing home. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. It's funny that I said it like that. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, now what? Hey, hey, Monica. Hey, hey, Monica. Hi, D-Cash. Hello, Monica. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up, because it's 3 women. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Yes. That is the guy answer. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't be laughing and doing that, okay? Now you're gonna you get 2 for that, alright? Don't worry, D-Cash. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. She didn't say that in the first version. Yeah, that's true. I don't think she did, at least. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, D-Cash. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I ain't gonna write a bad poem. I don't think I ever did. If I did, somebody let me know. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Giggity, that's what she said. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Ahaha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, no. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. This was not in the first playthrough. She's going off on her. Why would you talk all this trash when she's not in the room? Suddenly the door opens. Yeah, I was gonna say, she's talking a whole bunch of trash about her when she's not even in here. I mean, it's not necessarily that bad, but... Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Well, I'm not gonna say shit. Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Again with the already? I'm sorry for being late. I'm sorry, I didn't see Monica's poem. Why? Why didn't I see Monica's poem? Anybody catch that? Huh. That's weird. We still have plenty of time. I'm so glad you took all the time you needed. Alright, thanks Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, oh yeah, okay, here we go. Okay. I was gonna say, that's suspect. Like, why haven't I read her poem? I'm supposed to read everybody's poem. We're supposed to share poems. Isn't that the whole thing? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. Yeah, you gotta be cheerleader, queen of the prom, and all that nonsense, blah blah blah. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right here. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Wow. Well, girls, that's how you get to my heart, I'll tell you that. Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, it's good, crazy good. I mean. So what do you think? I can't say anything, actually. I would say like 10 out of 10. Like, that's amazing. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. That's the kind of style that's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Please don't tell me it was me. Of course it was me. Well, yeah. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Okay, well, a girl's dead since yesterday, and then now I came back to Groundhog Day or whatever. So what is your tip of the day? Don't hang yourself? Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Are you trying to tell me that I fucked up? Is that what you're trying to tell me? That I went too far trying to save her? Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. What? Like, I know how to do that, but it clearly means something in this game. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. Yeah, she said that last time. And I already explained that that's rarely happened to me. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, still gotta hear Yuri's. Yeah, thank you. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? Why am I always with the eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. And now she's turning her mouth. He's gonna hate me. Why do I know that she's saying that in her head? That's weird. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Then she takes a breath. So, let's see hers. Use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? I mean, I have personally, but... Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Huh? Stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. What's the problem? Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off. Trails off? Unable to find an excuse. What's trailing off? Just blabbing to herself as she walks away? Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm trying to mute when I'm coughing. I'm trying to clear my throat. I've been talking a lot. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. I agree with that. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Right. Her stammering is completely gone. Stammering is like stuttering, like you know, like that. That's stammering, for those of you who don't know. And she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things, such as life. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How?
Well, never mind.
I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Yeah, they were talking trash about you when you weren't in here. I mean, not totally, but... Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Right. Excuse me. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calmly, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That's her same one from when I first played. Hang on. Talking so much, I gotta clear my throat. I'm sorry. And I love that one as soon as I read it. Yes, I know I have a mute button, but it's more obnoxious than my coughing. Trust me. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you in a ghost, Yuri? Okay. Keep in mind, nothing has happened in like a while since her eyeball was falling out of her damn socket, or whatever the hell and what in the hell that was. Now she's asking me if I'm in a ghost again. Okay, now that happened in the original playthrough. Okay, but I don't know when I ask this time if it's gonna be the same. Ha 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 ha. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, D-Cash. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. You just told me I spent 9,000 years reading it. What are you talking about? But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. So is she talking about Sayori? In the poem? Is that what she means? Is she warning me? Something? Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Again with the You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, D-Cash. Me too. Okay, all done with the day. Now what? Yeah, whew! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. There was that was... Okay, I thought the music was off. I was like, don't mess around with the music, because then I think something's gonna go wrong. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. God, I got liver lips tonight. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. I don't even know what I'm saying. Like, I haven't seen one of my poems. I just picked words. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Say that 10 times fast. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was just trying to say something nice. Again with the You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. Here we go. And D-Cash did it too. Don't get me involved in this shit. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet, which you're full of shit. I don't know what is, but that's what she said. And D-Cash liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what... You just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that D-Cash appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do to be overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as D-Cash started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Okay. That's exactly how a women's argument goes. Okay? It's just like that. So I had to do it like that. What was that? What's happening? What's happening on my screen? What is... Stop. Stop. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I was just talking to the chat. What the fuck is happening? Stop, please. If I press the button, will it stop? You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me, look who's talking. You want to be edgy, bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying, that proves my point. Most people will learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school. You know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Okay, stop right there. This weird crap is going on in the background. Now remember, Yuri showed up that crazy knife, right? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get another video of mine blocked. Is that all this game is about? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let D-Cash hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there. D-Cash. She just tried to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't press the button. Again. Okay, I am not letting Yuri go. Did we already got... No. What? What do you mean no? 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 What are you doing to me? I picked Yuri. What's happening? What is happening? What is happening? Stop it. What is happening? I can't. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. What is this game? Why was it like you can't pick Yuri, you can't pick Yuri, you can't pick Yuri, and then I just get this. What am I supposed to do right now? Oh. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? What? Okay. What in the fuck was that? What was that? What was that? You know how many buttons I had to press just to even figure out how to get to this point? She wouldn't let me. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once we're done yelling. Yeah, okay. Good, whatever. Some president I am, right? Yeah? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Okay. Give me agita, because I don't know what the hell's going on. Why is there no music? Again, last time there was no music, bad things happen. Why are you running away? Why did Natsuki just come up to me and then run away? Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. Okay, I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. D-Cash, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it, all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Alright, you guys got no fight, so? Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. Yet you're it's like almost never on time. I'll wait for you to be done. Yuri. Nothing. Nothing. Well, I'm vice president, so Please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with D-Cash. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Okay. But again, there's no music playing, so I'm worried. Okay? The last time there was no music playing, something bad happened. I guess I really don't have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Oh. Whoa, what? Whoa. Okay. Let me end this video here, because apparently this is the next day, again. I guess. And I like to do it day by day. I don't know if it's day by day anymore. I don't know what the hell even universe I'm in. Jesus Christ. I don't know what the hell I'm even playing anymore. Thank you all for subscribing, watching later. I love you all. Please like, subscribe. I love you all. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm just taking a break and coming right back in. I want to finish, I hope, this game tonight. I thought I was going to finish it last night, but oh well. Until the next video in a few minutes, I love you all. Goodbye.